our goal is to try to provide as much information online as possible. Material that previously was the exclusive purview of traditional journalists is now available to everybody.
It is well known nowadays that what happens on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube has great influence on events as they occur on the ground. The Internet, too, is a battleground. It is thus comforting to learn that the IDF employs soldiers whose job titles are new to the military world. The IDF now has soldiers who tweet, share, like, and more.
I just wrote a tweet about how many suspected terrorists were arrested in the West Bank last night. About every day we update the Twitter first thing in the morning how many were arrested, and I just wrote a tweet about it.
What kind of comments do you get to that kind of tweet?
For the most part, we get retweets, which are basically when the user takes what we tweeted out and they make it their status on Twitter. And then most of the comments we get are very polarizing. We get very positive comments like, good job, and then we get very negative comments.
We meet the soldiers of the IDF spokesman's unit, New Media Desk, on another routine day in which they surf the web's blogs and social networks.
I also do all the routine things, updating the blog, updating the Twitter. I'm in constant contact with the film unit for pictures and videos and items. And I also do more emergent things like when we have questions from bloggers, when we need to set up phone briefings or face-to-face briefings.
We deal with bloggers and we try to treat them the way that we treat journalists, but with recognition for the different ways that they operate.
Bloggers don't claim to be objective. Their blog is very much an extension of their personality and their beliefs, and their readers, whether they agree with them or not, come because they want to hear that point of view. So the bloggers we work with come to us because they want the information that we can give them to portray their point of view. One of the biggest projects we had was Michael Totten visiting. He was here for about a month, a week and a half of which he dedicated to really letting us show him around, briefings on the northern border, briefings on our military doctrine. And it was really fascinating to see a blogger come and really get VIP treatment. He got all sorts of briefings. A while later, we have this huge post about how he got a lot of IDF briefings, how much he learned, how much he discovered that he didn't know.
The team was founded when two soldiers came up with the initiative to open a YouTube channel during Operation Cast Lead. The channel had 11 million views over the past year and a total of 20 million views to date. The team was especially busy after the Marmara raid in May. The soldiers worked around the clock.
The Gaza flotilla organizers were very savvy, I must say, in terms of their new media operations. They had Twitter going and website charting their progress and exactly what they were doing, and they were broadcasting video. And it was very important for us to also operate in that field, and I think that once the videos came out where you saw what had happened to the soldiers going on to the ship, that really had a profound impact on the way that people conceptualized the entire event. And one of the things that we saw was immediately just millions of hits on those videos, and they became the most watched videos for about 2 to 3 days in the world.
The readers' response, or talkbacks, are also an opening for much anti-Israel and anti-Semitic content. The IDF blocked the option of talkbacks to videos on its YouTube channel. However, it promises that on other channels, which include a Facebook page that is about to be launched, serious and respectable comments will be allowed, and the IDF will answer them.
We had comments open on our YouTube channel, and that did not work out particularly well. People were writing really horrific comments that were just incredibly inappropriate, and because it's our channel, our platform, we are ultimately responsible for everything that gets written up there, which is why we had to close comments.
Well, you get very positive and very negative responses. They're polarized in each direction. A lot of the time they're almost never moderate.
But what we're going to try to do with Facebook is create a forum where people can ask questions and we'll respond. And we'll have very strict guidelines as to the types of language that we'll consider acceptable and then we'll try to work accordingly and give people as much information specifically in response to their queries as possible.
We don't respond to just overly negative, any reply on YouTube, but if people have questions, even if they are negative, we do our best to answer them as quickly as we can, because that's what we're there for.
While some have called this the hacker unit, the New Media Desk members stress that they do not engage in hacking enemy sites.
We don't even say, oh yeah, our desk is hackers. It would lead to the wrong conclusions if you took it literally. New media is a new medium in order to disseminate information. That's it. We don't hack things. There's no black ops going on our desk.
The team is located in the International Communications Department of the IDF Spokesman's Unit. Soldiers on the team are all English speakers. Many of them are new Olim, new immigrants to Israel, proud of their role in serving the IDF.
I made Aliyah because I have a profound appreciation and love of this country, and I recognize that there are 2,000 years of Jews who wanted to live here, and I was fortunate enough to be born in a time period where that's a possibility. And I didn't make Aliyah in order to join the army. I joined the army in order to have a successful Aliyah, and I think that that is one of the greatest gifts that specifically this branch of the IDF gives. We have an inordinately high number of lone soldiers from all sorts of different countries, and it really makes your Aliyah much more, and your absorption into Israeli society and culture much more successful. And so it's, we're doing a service for the country, but they're also facilitating our successful integration into Israeli society.